Hi everyone, this is Celeste, and this is day 2 of my juice fast. Um, the first day I was kind of getting more of the symptoms of a cold, and I'm not sure if it's turning into flu or what, but I definitely don't feel better. But it's kind of like a double-edged sword, or it's kind of good though, because when I'm sick, I don't have much of an appetite, so I don't know if I'm hungry or anything, and that's kind of good, but I have no idea if the symptoms I'm experiencing are from the juicing or from the cold. It's hard to know from detoxing or if I'm just sick. I know I'm sick, but anyhow, today I have 2 juices. 1, 2. Let me start with the first one. This one consists of half of a seedless watermelon, 1 cucumber, half of a lemon, and 1 apple. Okay. Just so you guys know, watermelon contains a nutrient called lycopene, which is really good. It's a great antioxidant, and most people try to get lycopene from tomatoes, but watermelon has just as much. So if you are not into having tomatoes in your juice or in your diet, you can always have watermelon. So this is more of like, I've made this one before. It's really refreshing. It's not a very heavy drink. As you can see, it's pretty clear, and if I let this sit for a while, it kind of turns all the way clear, and then the red just goes at the top. But that's the great thing about mason jars, because you just shake it up. And anyway, this is a really good concoction. It's very refreshing, and then it has a lot of soluble fiber in it too, so it should be very good. It's a good diuretic too, the cucumber and the watermelon both, and the lemon. This much darker looking concoction consists of half of a bunch of organic red kale, half of a bunch of organic chard, 1 large carrot, 1 beet, and 1 apple. And this concoction I put together for the calcium. Renee's been needing some extra calcium. I think I do too. And as well as the iron that's in the beet and the other nutrients that are found. So this one's got more dense nutrients, and this one's more like diuretic, so they work together. Okay, so the one thing I have noticed, and Renee and I have been talking about our different experiences, is that yesterday she went to the bathroom like 6 or 7 times, like as far as number 2 goes, and I did not. So I'm not sure why she's been able to do that and I haven't been able to, but yesterday when I weighed in fully clothed, and I shouldn't have done that, but it came to like 298, but because I had boots on and a wig on and all my jewelry and accessories, I figured I was really about 290, and today I'm 289. So let's just call that a 1 pound loss since yesterday. And it's interesting, people's reactions. Yesterday it was funny because I'm sitting here at work, and I've got both of my juices on my desk, as well as a cup that I was making lemon and cayenne in to kind of knock this cold out of my system. And I had a couple customers come in and ask me, what the heck are you making? What are you experimenting with over there? And I'm like, oh, no, this is my juice fast. So it's kind of funny, and people are really interested. And you find out people are actually into juicing, are really curious, are really interested, and they want to come back and see me at the end of my fast to see what changes have taken place. So it's kind of neat that my customers are really into it and supportive too. Yeah, I've been really active on my weight loss group, on the juicer group, on my juicer group, as well as my weight loss page. And I've been talking to the vegans as well, and trying to get to know more people that are into health. I have a lot of friends, and I would like to know of all my friends which ones are really into health and knowing and learning more about health, because sometimes it's hard when everybody you know just wants to get like drunk, or they don't really care about that stuff, when this is such a huge priority in our lives, and for obvious reasons. I've been a really big girl my whole life, and I see this transition of going from eating whatever I want to juicing to veganism as an amazing pivotal point in my life, because all my life that I've been eating, I've been made to feel guilty for whatever I eat. So when I was younger, I was made to feel guilty for wanting seconds. I was made to feel guilty for wanting bread or cookies or candy or chips. And so therefore, society, not just me, but society as a whole, has really bad tendency to get trapped in this cycle of eating bad food, then feeling bad about it, then suffering the consequences health-wise, and then feeling bad about it, and then eating bad food and doing it over and over and over and over again. And they keep depriving themselves. And a lot of people keep saying, well, why do you want to do something so extreme? Why do you want to be a vegan? Oh, I can't give up meat. I can't give up cheese. I can't give up these things. But at the same time, in a mental way and in a very real way, people give it up in that every time you eat it, you don't get to enjoy it because the whole time you're feeling guilty for eating it in the first place. Sorry, see? So anyway, I better cut this short because I probably can't talk too long. But anyway, I just want this new lifestyle to be about abundance, be able to be eating what I want to be eating. And I don't need chicken. I don't need cheese. There's plenty of alternatives in the vegan world for that stuff that doesn't have to be processed either. You can make your own cheese and cheese-like products out of like soaking nuts and some soy, but I'm not really into soy. I don't really consider it healthy especially for me, because I have estrogen dominance issues. Maybe tempeh or seitan, but it should be very fun. I think it'll be fun experimenting with new flavors and new foods and all that. And I've never once considered myself to be, when I've been gearing up for this fast for like 2 months now, I haven't really thought of it like, oh, I'm going to give up food for 2 months of my life. I haven't thought of it that way until other people started saying it to me like that, but I never thought of it that way. I thought of it as I'm going to nourish my body and detox my body for 2 months straight. I'm going to go through a complete system overhaul about giving my body everything that it needs and yet getting rid of everything it didn't need in the first place. So that's how I see it. I don't see it as giving up anything. And then when I'm done, then I get to go into this wonderful life of abundant foods and whole foods, and it'll be awesome. And I'm excited. I'm not going to be worrying about calories or fat or any of those other things I used to worry about. I'm just going to be worrying about flavor, texture, taste. And those things are the fun things to worry about. It's not fun to worry about calories and fat and all that stuff. So the cool thing about doing this is that my entire focus has been shifted. And I mentioned this before, but my entire focus has been shifted away from losing weight. I've been so focused for 30 years, 20-something years, on must lose weight. Every New Year's, every time I just talk about weight loss, and my brain just focuses on that. And the more you focus on something like that, the more it becomes more difficult to do. Instead of working about losing weight, the only thing I'm going to be focusing on from now on is giving my body exactly what it needs: health, nutrition, abundance. So I think that I'll get some really positive results from these changes, and we'll see what happens. But I am going to be weighing in daily just to see the progress that the juice is having on me, but I'm not attached to the numbers. I'm more attached to the results. Okay? Alrighty, so have a great day. Sorry my vlog can't be a little bit more exciting and upbeat. I'm just under the weather, but it'll get better, I promise. Alright, hope you guys are all having a great, healthy, wonderful day.